Demo Dabble.
Hey everybody, got another one for you. Tavern Keeper is our demo for today. I love me a good simulation game, and I got a little excited. I think I saw, well, I know I saw that the studio behind this was Green Heart. I believe that's what I saw. Now I'm questioning myself. I'm going to go look again. Yeah, Green Heart Games, which, let me take a look again just to be sure, but I'm pretty certain, yeah, they are. They're the people behind Game Dev Tycoon. If anybody has bothered to play that, that was, oh man, that was 10 years ago that came out, and you know, it had some roughness to it, but to be honest with you, it came out at the time where I feel like a lot of that was coming out. Mad Game Tycoon, Game Dev Story, everybody was trying to do simulation games of game development at the time. And I gotta say, you know, I never found the perfect one, but I will say I think I stuck with Green Heart's Game Dev Tycoon the most out of the ones that I tried. So all these years later, now they're doing a different one, a Tavern Keeper. That has me interested, so that's why we're here now. The art is extremely nice and clean. I love the sound going on with the music in the background. A lot of people tried tavern games as well, so I know there's a ton of those out there. I've only dabbled in one or two so far in the past couple of years, and I wasn't really sold on any of them so far. I don't know what they're lacking or what have you, so we're going to see if this is going to be one of them that finally does it for me. So the narrator is looking for a main character for his tale of tavern keeping. Could you fit the part? We're going to experience a teaser that's not present in the full game, learn the ropes, run our tavern for a few days, and decide how to end it all. I don't like how they put that. So I don't know what the other thing to the right was now that I think about it. They're putting apostrophes in the correct spot. Are they reticulating splines? If they're not reticulated, what good is it?
Welcome to Halflington. Picturesque, eh? You must be here to audition for the protagonist role. Very well. We'll see if you're up for it. Why don't you take a look around?
All right, WASD controls. I had to rearrange my desktop for this. This is a very nice, clean-looking simulation game. I like it. We rotate with the QEs. We zoom with the mouse wheel. Crazy.
I do love a tavern, don't you? So cozy. Let's see if you know your way around the basics. Not to get too technical, but can you point out a table? I'll let you know if you're off track.
I'm going to say that is extremely competent, beyond competent maybe, voice acting, but also the dialogue for it is pretty well written.
Oh, that's a relief. You wouldn't believe how many main characters I lose on that one. This next one will be a bit trickier. Can you point out a patron? That's what I call customers. I just like how fancy it sounds.
We're going to call them barflies.
Correct. Though in the future, you might refrain from poking strangers. Some find it rude.
Hasn't stopped me before.
That's objects and people handled. Shall we see if you can tell the difference between the rooms? Can you locate the storeroom?
Let's see. Well, there's stuff there. I think that's the storeroom, but we'll just look around real fast. Yeah, so I think this is...
The staff room.
Oh.
Employees only, I'm afraid. Very good. The storeroom is also a great place to hide from annoying customers. Oh dear, is that an adventurer headed this way? Always a handful, heroes. Why don't you see what he wants? After all, interacting with odd characters is part of the job. Just click on the fellow with the book above his head.
Okay, we got a quest system, it looks like. Ooh, nice.
As you move to intercept the adventurer, he sweeps his sword from its sheath and slams it into the bar top, rattling the tankards and startling the other patrons. He strikes a valiant pose. Fear not, simple townsfolk. The hero has arrived.
Ooh, I didn't realize I could do this. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought.
He frowns, giving his breastplate a polish with a bar
I
towel.
guess I should have read that.
Not much of a greeting. In stories, people usually welcome heroes with more grateful bowing. Never mind, I don't have time to educate the help. I have an epic journey to begin, and those usually start with slaying beasties on behalf of some random nobody.
He stares expectantly at you. It's awkward.
Good writing.
Hello, that would be you. Do you have a quest for me or not?
No, I just got here. Yeah, I'm going to go with 1 here. Actually, I'll be the main character of this story. Sorry, not sorry.
You? Impossible. You're a tavern keeper. You don't even have a sword. Watch this.
He yanks his blade out of the bar and takes a few swings.
Hi-ya! Have at thee!
He chops a tankard in half, breathing heavily.
You see? This is real main character stuff I'm showing you. And what have you got? An apron? That's all wrong. What kind of story would the bards write about you?
Yeah, I'm going to say, not impressed. Tankards can't even fight back.
No? Well, what about, I don't know, whoever this is?
He gestures at the nearest patron.
This guy could be a bandit or something. That would be pretty heroic. Watch and learn, Tavern Keeper.
He draws his sword and leaps. The patron quaffs the last of his drink and bashes the adventurer in the nose with the tankard. The brawl spills out into the taproom. Ah, adventurers.
We're going to close the book.
Not an ideal result. I'll send you the medical bills. Let's move on. Now, I'd like to see how you handle opening a tavern yourself. Click on the prompt to the right when you're ready.
A little glitchiness here with this tornado. What am I doing? What am I clicking on?
Where?
Oh, this. Okay. Solid writing for the dialogue and a type of game you wouldn't expect it.
Welcome to the swamp. Sorry, I blew the location budget on that Halflington tavern. I hope you like mud.
Do I?
First things first, it's time to teach you how to teach yourself.
Great.
Hovering your cursor over things like checklists can bring up helpful tooltips. Why don't you try it?
Okay, but I'm nervous. Oh god, it worked. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Phenomenal work. You mastered tooltips.
And I didn't read a
thus
single
the
one of it.
secret to mastering the whole game. Onwards. The tap room is ready, but you're missing a vital piece, the tap. You'll need one to serve drinks. Build one wherever you like.
But where would I click to do such a thing? What am I building? A tap? A tap. A place to tap barrels to serve, ideally, the ones with drinks inside. Oh. Oh, I see. They're built into... Oh, how are... Oh, I see.
It's that easy. Ready to hire your first staffer?
Okay, I'll click here, I guess.
Tap.
Velarani. Is that the only person? Nope, looks like there's others. Oh, Wolfham. Diana, Riley. We're going to read these. I have to read these. Are they in order of expense? No, almost. Okay. Velarani. Their favorite quality is their inheritance. Thinking about orcs makes them laugh. So what are these here? So she's an unskilled worker, cheap, easy to please, but not the most reliable. As an unskilled worker, Velarani often takes erratic small breaks and might be late to work sometime. For her expectations, she does not like when it's too dirty, too cold, or to be in darkness. I love cold, dark, and dirty. Her sleeping arrangements, happy to share a room with no more than 4 others. Actually, the cold one is the only one of those I really like. Darkness is meh. Dirty is bad. She's happy to share a room with no more than 4 others. So they're going to live here? She wants a quiet place to sleep, don't we all, and wants a bed to sleep in. She does not like to work more than 14 hours per day. She's also got this thing over here. Stress lethargy. Her coping strategy to critical unhappiness is to go to bed for 24 hours. Okay, what is this thing here? Loyal, hardworking service persons urgently required. High tolerance for abusive conditions. A plus. P.S. No plague victims. We have plenty already. Oh, you can advertise. Okay, I see. Over here we see she's easily bribed. When you give Valerani a cash bonus, it costs half as much. Server skill. They're your frontline workers interacting with patrons directly. They take food and drink orders, act as barkeeps, deliver food to patrons, and take room reservations at the front office. So at her level, 14% patron service satisfaction and plus 4% while carrying food or drinks. You know what? I just thought of something. Do we have to? No, it just says hire a staff member. Okay. Chef skill, janitor skill, dog's body skill. Takes care of odd jobs around the tavern, from storing goods and loading taps to washing linens. Experienced dog's bodies can also inspect ingredients. Interesting. Okay, I've never heard that term before. 12 to hire, we've got 183, daily wage of 7. Okay, I'm not so sure I like the idea of working with this one. This is Bolfim. Their greatest hobby is fighting oozes. They spend their spare time avoiding doing work, and they excel at distributing tips. Also an unskilled worker, he goes berserk. He starts fighting when he becomes critically unhappy. He's more expensive to hire and on a daily basis. His chef skill is worse and everything else is worse. He's absolutely not who I'm hiring. Valerani is in the top spot now. This is Diana. She was fired from the Lost Cow for impersonating the elderly, lauded at the Singing King for sharing tips with the needy, and hates drippy candles. Oh, I forgot to see. Oh, he didn't have a thing down there. Okay. Also unskilled. Yep. She is a stress drinker. She'll drink whole barrels. She's a dirt dodger. She becomes unhappy when the environment isn't clean, but man, her skills are so much better. And then we've got Riley. He oversaw workplace safety at the Swimming Princess. I love these names. Relaxing by fulfilling prophecies. Lauded at the Double Duck for taking the blame. Also unskilled. What he will do when unhappy is eat a bunch of stuff. He's also messy. He has a peculiar tendency to leave a lot of mess behind. He's not the most expensive. He's also not the most skilled. I kind of want these two. I'm gonna go with this guy.
Really? Based on those qualifications? Are they a friend of yours?
They're gonna be.
Never mind. It's time to buy drinks. The traveling merchant will be here momentarily. Click on him when he arrives.
The merchant has arrived. Wow. Is that an ogre or orc or whatever they call them? So let's see. We've got Scrape Barrels, Blood Wines, Mudweiser Extreme, Bog's Bitter, and Druid's Foot. I see we have star ratings. So Scrape Barrel, Waste Not, Want Not. Hope you want some waste. So it's literally scraping the bottom of the barrel. They turn into dust in 8 days. What is this human thing? Oh, flavor profile, 79% human, etc. Then we have Blood Wine. The exact process of creation, while known, is often omitted for the sanity of everyone. Humans like it more, still takes 8 days. Mudweiser is popular with people who risk being killed. Wait, this has a symbol. Did these others all have that symbol too? I guess I can't move it over to that. Humans love it. Bog's Bitter. What it lacks in flavor, it makes up for in viscosity. And then we have Druid's Foot, made from apples. Even wasps wouldn't swarm. I feel like the Mudweiser is the way to go here. So I'm going to buy one of those. You know what? We'll buy a Blood Wine and a Druid's Foot as well.
Excited to tap that barrel? Select the tap you installed to assign your new beverage to it.
Okay. Do I need to... Is What's-His-Face going to take care of that? He's sweeping right now. All right, it's empty. How do I? That's how you move it. All right, we're gonna start with the blood wine. Oh, looks like he's going out there to install the barrel. We don't really have a storeroom. It looks like. What is happening up here? I love the diorama-ness of it. Is he just going to watch, make sure my stuff doesn't get stolen?
That does it for basic necessities. I think you're ready to open for business. Unlock those doors.
We do this how? The lock around the tavern sign will start to glow. Click on it. Do we have a sign? That's a sign. I don't see a... Oh, look, right up here. Hooray! Whoa. Your tavern here named and... Oh, we're the Rotten Stump. I'm going to go with it.
It's smooth sailing from here. Wait for a patron, and your staffer will do the work.
Okay. Yeah, so I do see there's a break room over here. Staff room, it says. So what can we see with him? He's cleaning, how long he's worked for. We can assign... Well, let's go along with this here. Dylan, quicksand stir. Trista the pickpocket. Dargrim the Rambler. Oh my god, I think this might finally be the tavern game I was looking for. Hooray! Drink ahoy!
It's simple, see? Now, let me show you how to make your tavern more cozy.
Yeah, everybody's kind of got a stand. Huh?
Decorating your tavern truly makes it your own. Take this table, for example. It's an empty canvas, ready to transform. You might decorate it with something simple, perhaps place a centerpiece.
What is that, though?
But why stop there? You can change and tweak every element according to your mood. Ooh, feeling romantic? And you needn't stop at simply decorating. You can design anything you can imagine, piece by piece. Go wild!
That's pretty cool.
For now, let's try something simple. Select a piece from the design mode and combine it with the table. You'll have hundreds of options as a tavern keeper, but let's start with 3.
Okay. A teapot, a carved owl, or an axe. The owl, please.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Well, there's no accounting for
I
taste.
never said I had any.
That's enough decorating for now.
You sure?
You know, I think I've found my protagonist. The role is yours if you want it.
I do.
Go on, run the tavern as you like for a few days. Perhaps you can earn your first tavern star.
All right, things that, okay. So you get 3 days to play for the demo. Perfect. So I can't tell. Okay, there's a clock right here. Interesting. Who is that? Myra the Swamp Mucker. What is that sound? Is that sound supposed to be happening? I don't know what to make of that. What is this? The Bayou Chronicle. Costs a gold piece. I didn't know that when I clicked it. Dark Lord steps down. A mere year after gathering a legion of the dead and conquering the realm, the Dark Lord has decided to give it all back. Ruling things is actually really boring, he admitted. Heroes who had already embarked on thrilling quests to dethrone him have expressed disappointment. Here we can turn our adventure gathering into an adventuring party. Local pixies delve into higher maths, create fairy tesseracts. Soothsayers say, "End time's nigh, this is just a demo." Like it? I like it a lot. We can place a dartboard apparently. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we just got a whole lot more things here. Where's games? Is this a dartboard? That looks like a window. That's a shield. It's neither. Containers. Oh wait, would a dartboard be under arms? No. there's a chance. I don't know where the dartboard would be. Interesting. Huh. Oh, no. I did not mean to click that at all. Clone tool. Demolish. I'm not crazy, right? Like, it said place a dartboard. Use the build menu. Oh, it's under build. Okay. There we go. Where are we gonna put this? Let's put it out of the way here. There we go. People should have a good time. I would like to build another tap. Oh, how do I... Let's go with that Mudwiser situation. Oh good, I can mouse wheel spin it as well. Oh, too much. One thing I haven't seen, I'm curious about, let me look at Riley here, because one of the things I noticed was it was tracking the number of hours worked. Can you give him a schedule? Yes, you can. It just does not appear to be in the demo, at least. You can ban them from certain rooms, assign them a bed. Okay, so when I click on him, I'll see... Nope, that's not how that works. I have no idea. Okay. Oh, we need a storeroom, sure. There we go. See who these people are. Higdon the Scavenger, Annabelle, another Swamp Knocker, Adam the Trapper. Find the hidden coin. I didn't know I was looking for hidden stuff. Hidden coin. I don't know if it's just something I'm going to see, or do I have to click on something for it? Ooh, people are playing darts. Or no? Those were just there, maybe? Hidden coin. I heard an owl. I definitely don't see the coin. There's that sound again. What is that sound? What is this?
You hear a dry, rhythmic clatter approaching the front door of the tavern. Could it be a peddler selling kindling, or a shaman's rattlestick? But when the door opens, it's a skeleton standing on the stoop. It shambles in. Its skull swivels, fixing you with a baleful, undead stare. The skeleton's jaw creaks open slowly, the ghastly voice of death spilling forth. Cheers, mate. Dreadful chilly out. You open?
I mean, I'm not going to be racist, so yes, we're open.
Many thanks, many thanks. The name's Cuthbert. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Those skulls seem already to grin by default. Somehow the skeleton seems to smile. One off the tap, if you please. I don't drink much, but I enjoy holding the mug and sloshing it around. Find the ritual of it soothing, I suppose. Lifts the spirits, and I could use a bit of that.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Oh, just having a bit of a mid-death crisis, maybe. Stuck in a rut. You serve the drink. Cuthbert clasps it, tapping his bony fingers against the pewter mug. Truth is, my heart's not in the job anymore. Been starting to wonder, did I become a dungeon henchman because it was what I wanted, or because it was expected of me? I could be missing out on a job I really love.
Yeah, what do you want to be?
I want a job where I can chat with people. Something like what you do. Cuthbert sighs, the mournful sound coming from deep in his open ribcage in a way that makes no sense whatsoever. He brings the mug up to his skull and taps the rim against his teeth. In the dungeon, it's always about blocking doors and doing spooky dances. Hardly anyone stops to talk before they knock my skull off with a big hammer.
What if you don't like tavern work either?
The skull nods gently. I suppose that's true. Dungeon work might not make me happy exactly, but at least it's something I know I can do. What if I'm no good at anything else? Then I'd be unhappy and a failure.
Well, you shouldn't settle for being miserable either.
You've talked me into it. I'm headed down to that dungeon right now and turning in me rusty old sword and shield. The afterlife is too short to waste. Cuthbert slaps a palm against the counter. It makes a sound like a bowl of rocks being thrown at a wall. You're a good sort. You know what? Next time you see me, I'll have an application for you, boss. He gives a jerky nod and saunters away, whistling liplessly to himself through some mechanism you don't understand.
So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the game here. I'm convinced. I actually don't need to come even close to finishing this demo. I am absolutely convinced that I want this game. So, you know what happens when I kind of figure that out, I would like to give you guys some more info. I already said it's Greenheart Games who made this. Is it available? No. Right now on Steam, they're showing available 2025, so that's really about it. I suspect that maybe what they're working on is... well, I guess I don't know, because I haven't played enough. I'm really into this game. What I'll be very curious about is those story elements seem so well done. It makes me think it's going to be a linear story game. I'm curious if that's true, or if it's going to be light on the fiction side and just kind of funny things like maybe the way I responded to that skeleton Cuthbert. Later on, he will be somebody I could hire if I so choose, and that's about it for the story? Or is it more? That Dark Lord stepping down, maybe it actually is going to be a full-on story. Because the reason why I'm curious is because whichever one of those it happens to be will tell me what I'm sitting down to play this game for. If it's the first part, if it's just the light element stuff, then this is going to be a simulation that you just keep on playing over and over, not really caring too much about what you're doing with it, which is great, and kind of what I was looking for. But this is so well done to the point that if it is going to be much, much more of a story-based thing, they've sold me on how they want to tell it already. So because of that status, you cannot buy it. It's not available for early access yet. There are over 100 reviews already, over 200 reviews, actually, it looks like, where these are all people who have gotten it for free somehow. Maybe there's a Kickstarter or equivalent, or maybe that's just... Is that what Steam says for people when they only rate a demo? I'm not really sure how that works. But so, thank you guys for joining me again. And one problem that I'm really running into is I'm not removing a whole lot of these games, and my lists are just getting longer. That was not the intended impact. I was hoping to say much more often, it's not for me, but maybe you'll like it, and then I can clear it from my list and never come back. It's not happening so far. Take it easy, everyone.